Once Vader accepted Sidious as his new master, his Sith future was locked down. Next came the lightsaber, the bleeding of a crystal that every Sith had to go through. A prominent Sith ritual. What came next, however, was Vader's ask for Mustafar, his own planet. Surprisingly, Sidious not only gave him Mustafar, but he gave him the Nubian ship as a gift to travel there together with the Mask of Momin, the ancient Sith Lord that would guide Vader to anything he desired. What we talked about in a previous video was Vader subsequently changing his mask for a brief second and trying on Momin's mask. Once he realized the trap that the Sith Lord had set, he threw that mask down and refused to wear it again. Momin promised the Sith Lord the key to a new dimension, a new door opening the portal of time. This was playing right into Vader's emotions, of course. As you can imagine, his mind immediately went to Padme, and we see him trying in this issue by using the altar and its new design. Momin invited him to open the door as lightning struck from all the energy directed from the castle, but the first attempt, though, was unsuccessful as it flinged Vader back. As promised, Momin started with his designs and constructing his masterpiece, as you like to call it, but Vader was a tough customer, and Momin learned that the hard way, as castle after castle was destroyed by Vader, and then finally it was done. The ultimate masterpiece, the castle that Vader loved. Now it was time for one final try. Vader sensed it. This place was destined to serve him. It called upon him. It wanted to be open. As Vader was slowly doing so, Momin relented that this might not be the right moment for this. Tired and maybe he should wait first, and then Vader pushed him aside with the Force. Nothing was going to stop him. The moment was now. As the door was almost fully opened, we can see the other side. That other side looked beautifully mysterious. Who knows what awaited him beyond? But suddenly he is interrupted by Captain Junus. He needed the help of Vader. They were being attacked by all sides from the Mustafarian natives. Boy, you can imagine that at that moment Vader was furious, but he couldn't risk his castle getting attacked as close as he was to opening the portal. Before leaving, he ordered Momin to do nothing while he was gone. But of course, as is the way of the Sith, Momin secretly was waiting to be alone finally with the altar. His final plan was now coming true. As soon as he activated the castle's power, Vader noticed immediately, but before he could even react, he was struck by the energy beam. Momin had finally opened the door. Out of the other realm came a familiar face. "Hello, me," said the figure. "Hello, me," said Momin. He removed his mask and lent it to, well, himself. It was Momin from the past. He had now stepped into the present, declaring that he himself was the masterpiece. Whatever reason he had, in a way, this was still Darth Vader's mask, since Sidious had given it to him. Vader only temporarily let Momin live until he bid the wishes of Vader and constructed a new castle for him. This betrayal by Momin was short-lived, as Vader annihilated the ancient Sith Lord the moment he could grab control of the situation, and as ultimate payback for giving his mask to the new Momin that came out of the portal. Momin had betrayed Vader by activating the portal that Vader would use to communicate with the love of his life, Padme Amidala, in which, if you have read the next issues, would result in a disappointing way for Vader, to say the least. Honestly, if you were to ask anybody, Momin's death was inevitable in the hands of Darth Vader, and in the end, I believe that Momin knew this, whether it be this way or by the time Momin had outlived his usefulness. That's how the Sith operated. They used somebody and in the end, they eliminated them, especially considering that Darth Vader was doing a lot of secret things on Mustafar, things that he did not really relay to his master Darth Sidious back on Coruscant. This is the ultimate fear by which Vader lived. He worked in the shadows as a young Sith, and even as an older Sith decades later, as we see in other Star Wars comic issues. Darth Vader went as far as to create his own army after A New Hope. In the 2015 Darth Vader comics, you can clearly see that Darth Vader had had enough of Sidious, and who was to say that he wasn't planning of a faction of himself even by this point, very early on. What I'm also curious to see is when Momin read Darth Vader's mind. When Vader put on his mask, he obviously inserted himself into the memories of Darth Vader, and it is very fascinating to know what he exactly extracted from the mind of this newly christened Sith Lord. I would love to make a video about that also, but yeah, you can also let me know down in the comments if you want to see that video. But what did you guys think of Momin's mask exchange and him betraying Darth Vader? Talk to me down below in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and if you enjoyed, leave a thumbs up down below, subscribe for dailies. Now you have an awesome day, Star Wars fans. I'll see you in the next video, and may the Force be with you. Until then.